following this, our neighborhood was filled with the sounds of hovering news helicopters, chainsaws, and tree shredders roaring constantly. In Naperville, it's estimated that 16 to 19 houses are uninhabitable, and in Woodridge, that number jumps to over 30. From the first light of the following morning, neighbors were out in force, helping one another however they could. The township participated in an American Red Cross information session at Thomas Jefferson Junior High in Woodridge, and there we heard many affected residents express gratitude to all who helped them. We as a township board would like to pass that gratitude on to the following people and groups for lending a helping hand to our Naperville neighbors, understanding that this is only a sampling of the people who came out to help residents in need. Bike Bald Group is committed to enriching the lives of children affected by cancer, rare illnesses, and offers additional needed support. This unique organization invites the community to participate in many programs they offer for children, adults, seniors, and families. Bike Bald Group is 100% operated by volunteers and was on the scene in affected Naperville neighborhoods immediately. Director Debbie Mossberg and volunteers helped to provide housing, meals, clothing, and other necessities, including the rehoming of pets, laundering of clothing found in the debris, chainsawing or removal of damaged trees, general debris cleanup, as well as to provide resources and moral support for families. They are still on scene and will continue to care for the affected families and children until they are back in their homes. Thank you, Debbie Mossberg and volunteers. The Young Men's Service League offers moms service opportunities and time together with their sons to grow their relationship and to instill a heart of service to last a lifetime. In addition to service, as part of its 4-year comprehensive program, the Young Men's Service League teaches leadership and life skills to develop our young men to become capable, confident, and compassionate leaders of tomorrow. The Young Men's Service League coordinated with Bike Bald to aid in the cleanup and meal delivery. Thank you to Wendy Rose, President of Naperville Chapter, and to Samantha Littig, the philanthropy liaison with Bike Bald, and all of the moms and young men who volunteered to help out. The Greater Naperville Chapter of the National Charity League is a group of mothers and daughters who have come together in a commitment to community service, leadership development, and cultural experiences. Greater Naperville Chapter aims to foster the mother-daughter relationships by serving its communities together. Thank you to Julie Nessie, President of the Greater Naperville Chapter, who spearheaded their volunteer cleanup to contribution to our community. Little Pop's New York Pizzeria. The owners of local business Little Pop's New York Pizzeria created Slices of Hope. They are working within impacted neighborhoods to deliver water, gloves, and other needed supplies, donuts, and plenty of pizzas. Thank you for all of the hours you put in to provide hot food to impacted families, volunteers, and emergency responders in the damaged zone. Everyone who was on the receiving end of your generosity won't forget it anytime soon. Thank you to Mike and Vicki Nelson and family. We're glad you're our neighbor. We had some neighborhood children pitch in to help out. We had AJ and Joey Penozzo, Molly and Ari Riker, Michaela, Genevieve, and Owen Campbell, Caden Finnegan and Drake Razewski. These young people took donated materials and turned them into painted happy pots, bringing some beauty to the ugliness left behind by the storm. Your parents are certain to be very proud of you right now. They deserve a thank you too for a job well done raising these young people. Ranchview School. It's always been my opinion that the school is the anchor to any good neighborhood. It's a building that we all have some familiarity with, and Ranchview School is no exception. Ranchview, its principal and staff pulled together with the community to organize gift cards for families affected by the storm. We don't often think about what happens if you're suddenly pulled out of your house with nothing but the clothes on your back. These cards enable storm victims to purchase items they would need to get by on immediately: food, clothing, and supplies. Thank you to the school for providing a safe place for people to meet after the storm. Within the Ranchview community, Christy Kennedy and Kelly Doherty put together a social media page to connect affected neighbors with available help and resources. Visit their Facebook page, Ranchview Community Assistance, for a detailed look at how our community came together to aid their neighbors in need. So many people came out to help that we haven't tracked all of them down yet, and which is a good problem to have. Thank you to Christy and Kennedy for being wonderful neighbors. Diane Hewitt. When Lisle Township voters elected their new board, little did they know, including ourselves, how dedicated and committed to providing service to the township residents the new supervisor would be. Supervisor Hewitt, after hearing about a particularly difficult problem to solve following the tornado's aftermath, procured a billy goat machine, which is a combination yard rake and vacuum, to help residents clear the small debris from their yards, including broken glass strewn everywhere. Not only has Diane made this service available, she has personally gone to the homes in need of this service, clearing yards on weekends and on days when there were no staff available to send in the heat. The township is lucky to have someone so dedicated to heading up its board. Who knew we'd be put to such a test not even 2 weeks after our first board meeting? Thank you, Supervisor Hewitt, for your hard work and your dedication to the township. We're lucky to have you. Our motto was and still is, it takes a township. Thank you to the entire community for showing up when you were needed the most. If there were any groups of people that have helped your community which weren't mentioned, please let us know. We'd like to acknowledge them too. Our township is better for your generosity, and a special thanks to the groups and volunteers who are still helping to clear debris. The tornado has shown us the importance of a township government. We board members are your neighbors. We see the needs personally among you, our neighbors. The nature of a township government allows us to be involved in crises quicker with less red tape than the usual government bureaucracy. This disaster has been a teaching moment for the township and probably other organizations as well. The township board is committed to learning from this experience and applying what we learned to better aid our citizens. We're going to work hard to be better prepared in the future so we can bring quick aid and comfort to our citizens. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Jean. Okay, then we'll have discussion of the town hall plans, and thank you. Frankly, I would have had this put up here, but basically we haven't changed anything from the last meeting. It would be in the garage of the highway commissioner. Is everything all right with that? Highway Commissioner Young, awesome. Then we'll definitely be doing exactly what we said as last time. There's not any, excuse me, there's not any big things on the agenda except for the mental health results were really the main thing from 2020. Okay, then moving on to the update of the food pantry. Let me just get that. I happen to have it on my phone easier. And sorry, one second. Send it to everyone. Sorry, one second. Yeah.
These are the updated numbers.
Okay, so
Do you see it?
yeah, so the food pantry served 406 households, 1,189 individuals, 129 households with children under the age of 18, and that can't be right. 95 households responding yes to receiving food stamps. So about the same as last month. Update on general assistance is from Laura, and we have
Do you want to see the report?
yeah. Thank you. Okay, so there were 14 cases of general assistance. Total and granted was 7,614. There's one general assistance case with 13 emergency general assistance. There were, let's see here, 11 passports and 5 new RTA registrations, and she did 78 caseworker telephone calls. So that was the general assistance. And then from Sarah Breitbart, which we have here in the audience, we have Breithaupt.
Can I ask a question about the general assistance before we move on to Sarah? When in that dollar amount that was given, does that factor the value of food from food pantry donation, or was that like above and beyond? So it was just, so that doesn't include, so they may have also had benefits of the food pantry as well. Okay.
I don't want to jump in.
No, I just wanted to understand. Yeah. So, okay, thanks.
Thank you. Okay, and then counselor report. One of the things that we're really trying to get out is 2 things. There's 2 different events that are coming up. And I put the flyers in everyone's packet, but there's one on the 22nd that's here at the supervisor's office. It's Save a Life Overdose Preventer Bystander Training. So that's with the Narcan. And that's going to be 2 to 3 o'clock here. And there's the contact information is on our Facebook. We'll have it more available. There's also one on the 27th. And I think that was.
And there's one on August 10th. And I brought flyers too on each of them if anyone would like them. So if you could post and pass on in your places of work or whatever, that would be wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then there's a meditation class that's up and coming. And then we also have her report has 17 general counseling sessions, 44 clients served, 5 job clubs since the last one in the month of June. Then 58 members attending for landings from a community outreach perspective, and workshops and presentations. There's been a lot of work going on there. And with the Behavioral Health Collaborative Zero Suicide Subcommittee, they were offered a program and her availability for suicide prevention. So we'll be seeing a whole lot more of programming, and at the 27th is at the Lisle Village at noon. And thank you for the extra flyers. The other thing is there's a new flyer that came out that's going to be printed shortly. Thank you. And please share these away. And that's with the counseling services from Sarah here.
Thank you to Lisa Rose for getting that together.
And we'll have these in the front area. So anybody,
yeah, I put
thank
them out
you.
there.
Thank you, Sarah and Lisa.
Sarah, who is the meditation class targeted for?
For anyone. It could be for any age. Yeah, I'm a mindfulness, advanced mindfulness practitioner. So I love to offer that. And I've gone out in the community and presented many different mindfulness programs, and the mindful job search has been very popular as well for people.
I love that.
Yeah.
So important right now.
Yes, it is. It is, and it can really do a lot for people. I mean, it works with veterans and PTSD, and so yeah, I look forward to it. I'm developing the curriculum.
Love it. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I know we're figuring out resources and places to have a program. I mean, obviously we're space shy, excuse me, but it does help to have groups and partners to work with, like the Village of Lisle, and like that she's already been working with the fire department in Lisle. They've been really helpful. So that is an update from Sarah, and then an update from elected officials. So we'll start with the John Trowbridge, the assessor.
I don't have much of a report. The only thing was we were at the, we were in attendance at the Mark event at the Jefferson Junior High. We were able to, we had data in place that we were confirming the people that had severe enough damage that were forcing them to move out. We actually we're actually able to ascertain additional information that we were working in conjunction with municipalities to let them know that there are other people more than they had identified that are actually moving out. We have about 50 residential units that are currently uninhabitable, and we got a few more that we're getting some clarification on. But it was a good couple days to spend out there and get information from the people that were affected by it.
We were lucky the storm mostly missed Lisle Township roads. It did go down in the backyard to Singletree and Wingwood, so we had a lot of special brush pickup down there. We lent a crew out in a chipper and what we call a dingo over to Downers Grove Township for 4 days. And the beauty of the dingo is that it's a track machine that has a claw on it that can pick up 700 pounds of brush. And you can put it in the chipper, so you don't have to get any man involved. They can just drop it in and push it through. So it does a tremendous amount of work in a short period of time. They were very thankful for that. We hired a guy by the name of Brian Kopex to replace Chris Reeder. He started last Monday, a week ago Monday. He wound up in the hospital Monday night with breathing problems. He's been in the hospital until yesterday. So we don't know what's going on. So we're down 2 now. So we're looking for 2 people. So if anybody knows of anybody who wants to be a laborer in the Township Road District, let me know. And that's all.
Thank you, Highway Commissioner Young. Okay, any other reports from any of the trustees? Okay, and from Clerk Polowitz? No. Okay, and on my behalf, the one thing that we've been really focused on is billy goating. Not the one thing, we've been focused on many things, but we already have billy goated 29 homes as of today. We've been getting better at it every single time. It's been a work in progress. And we've also been visiting other townships. We'll give a full township report next month, but we've gone to 8 townships of locally, and really have a number of the trustees have gone with, and we've really learned a lot from the other townships and the amazing things that they're doing. Let's see here. We expect that the medical lending closet should be rolling out next month, or within this month. You'll see more of the information on that. We're just hammering out the details with that, and that's really it. The other thing is the food pantry brochures have come out, as well as the counseling ones and the general assistance. So there's new brochures here, and that's the main things that we've been working on this last month, as well as finishing up some technical issues from the with regards to the phone purchase and phone systems and internet. Okay, then any other business? Or does anybody have any questions about the supervisor's office? Or anything else? Okay, great. Any other business? Okay, wonderful. Any, then we'll go with audit of expenditures.
Okay, so I need to make a motion to review an expenditure within the audit.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, so we just have one question. There was just clarification on something that wasn't clearly itemized in this, Trustee Young. This is for concert. Yeah, concert for $761.46. Could you just clarify that one for us?
We didn't have a good motion. 1 second.
Hang on, hang on.
Roll call.
Yeah, right?
That name is not,
Wait.
and
I know, that's why I had
It's
a hard.
okay.
Okay, just to jump back while we're looking back, if there is a second, and then we'll have a discussion, or sorry, then we have a roll call with that one, and then we'll go to discussion. So with the roll call,
So first do we have a motion to go to the audit of
yeah,
expenditures?
that's-
That's what you
mhm.
did, trustee Geis?
Correct.
And trustee Page, you seconded it?
Yes.
And then is all in favor?
I,
aye.
Anyone opposed?
Anyone opposed?
Aye.
Okay,
Apologies.
We just went backing up. Okay, now we're at discussion.
Okay.
it escapes me right now. Let's defer this one till next, well, let me look up the concert. I think it's.
Mm.
I should know this one.
National
Okay.
Seed.
Is National Beat?
National Seed.
Yeah. Good rating.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
great, thank you.
No, I got you
Next
guys
door.
are very-
Thank
They
you.
just changed their name and I should know that.
That's okay.
They're our
It
neighbor.
did- Like, most of them make sense, so that's why I was like, okay, so that I can make a motion to go ahead and approve. The audit.
and I'll second.
Okay, and then a roll call.
trustee Geist,
Yeah.
trustee Page,
Yes.
trustee Rose,
Yes.
supervisor Hewitt.
Yes. Okay, then does anybody want to make a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Great.
Second?
And then roll call.
Trustee Geist,
Yes.
trustee Page,
Yes.
trustee Rose,
Yes.
supervisor Hewitt.
Yes.
So it is.
Okay, we are adjourned and we will be more
Usually
zoomy
we-
and
because I
more
usually don't sign anything unless I see one of the staff.
projected next time. Thank you.
Thanks, Diane.
Just because everything was so clear. So I was like, okay,
Just
that
for you
makes
guys
sense.
to
And
see.
I'm like, what's that? You know, so.
No, you do that all the time.
Yeah, well, I probably